the Quanic, who will face the winner of this match.
Yeah, which, I mean, that'll be a great match. I mean, I'm sure Complexity Quanic is going to be a close match. And then the winner of this will play the winner of that in the finals.
All right, so the map is starting, Mr. X, as we get into this one. Who's your prediction to take it?
You know, I'm going to go with Optic for this first
Okay.
one. I think JCap's going to come up big.
Well, since you're going to go for Optic, I got to go against you here. I'm going to
Obviously.
be going with Unite Gaming. They're just looking so strong. And Ricky, he's
As
using a
a
right.
riot shield.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. It's hard point. Put
I was
that in your
going to
back
say,
pocket.
he knows something that the rest of us don't know if he's rocking a ride shield in this map.
But Killa is the player I want to watch here. The recent addition to Unite Gaming, how is it going to affect him here in Hardpoint? Got an AN94 on his back, lightweight, extreme condition, gets in the middle very early on. First blood has already been made as he takes out Nate, but early control will go to Scumpy. Killa finds one more, but let's switch over to Big Timers now. He's going to be supporting his teammate inside the Hardpoint. Scumpy now has control.
And I love the fact that Big T's running an assault rifle. The last few events we've been seeing Big T run a sub, but I really like his play as an assault rifle, and I'm excited to see him run that AN right now.
Yeah, and you see a lot of players on some streets using AN94 here just because they love to be aggressive. They love to be mobile around the map, and the AN94, you can do that with that kind of play style. So now you see Optic, they're getting the split spawns here. Big Timer's going to push into the graveyard as Killa. He's currently holding blue, but there's one coming behind him. That's going to be Nadeshot turning around at the exact right moment. Almost took him out there, but Nadeshot holds on as time winding down. 15 seconds remaining on the middle hard point. It's all about the rotation to the bottom lot now where Optic currently has control.
You know, Optic really just needs the whole spawn right now. There's really no need for this time because they can make it up on the next hard point, but you know, Scump goes in there and he breaks it, and it looks like they're going to take this time and get some time in the next one, so that's a huge play out of Scump.
All right, so now Nadeshot, he's going to be the roaming SMG right here coming off the blue side of the map while you got JCap and Scump. I love how they're being aggressive on the cutoff. You know, at the beginning of the game, you didn't see teams do that. You saw them just kind of really turtle the anchor position, but as the game progresses on, you're like, okay, we can actually be aggressive over near this cutoff, and it won't punish us at the anchor position. Nate, now he's going to rotate over, help out his teammates here as they take out Nameless and Optic Gaming. They're starting to build themselves a pretty decent lead right now. You see Unite, they're all going to flood through blue.
Right, and you saw Unite put a lot of pressure there on Brickside and Cop, and I think it goes back to a lot of the stuff that we see from other teams is you have to put pressure on the hill because if you're going to play that much for spawns and not get it, then you're not getting any time. So I think they probably should have tried to push for the hill at first and then work towards spawns, but you know, that's all their personal preference.
Yeah, perfect rotation from Optic as well. They gave up the anchor spot at the perfect amount of time remaining. You saw the players from Unite, as soon as they were taken out, they're still spawning way back there, which obviously that's not where they want to be. But now as they get the kills, could be Optic spawning out here. I'm on board with Scumpy right now, the Jinja Ninja himself. This guy's such a talented Call of Duty player. His shot, it's rival to none. He's going to be up in your face all game long. And the matchup I'm seeing right now is Scumpy versus Killa.
Yeah, that's the hugest matchup right now. You know, Killa is an extremely aggressive hardpoint player. And, you know, Scump, he's one of the best slayers in the game from submachine gun roll when he has his game on. And, I mean, both amazing players.
And right now, Optic Gaming, they're just continuing to build their lead. About to go up by 90 seconds. Nadeshot also working on some score streaks, which is going to be so crucial for Optic later in the stages of the game. You know, you can just break the start from Unite Gaming just like that, but as soon as I bring up score streaks, Nadeshot, he gets taken out. It's going to be Killa taking over for Unite Gaming inside the hard point. Going to switch out with Ricky now. And Ricky, he's going to be the anchor for Unite, and now Unite, it's their turn to turn up the aggression here as you see them being very aggressive near the cutoffs.
Right, and these cutoffs are huge for Unite. If they can get these cutoffs and take control of the garage hardpoint, they can pretty much bring this back to a tie game, but it looks like Optic takes them out and it's going to take control of garage.
Yeah, but you don't want to be too aggressive near garage because it could open up the spawn inside the laundry area. If you're too aggressive, someone from Optic will spawn out there, so always keep in mind. But, you know, as soon as Optic lose the spawns, they retake it back as they have a 50-point lead right now. Nameless, he's just looking around near the graveyard, and, you know, from what I'm seeing from Unite is, you know, it's really tough for them to get close to the hard point.
Right, and, you know, you're not really seeing a lot of objective play out of Unite right now. You know, they're not really putting a ton of pressure on the hill, and they're not really picking up too much time. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up and becomes the objective player for this team.
Nadeshot just acquired Scorch's Lightning Strike, Hellstorm ready to call in. We could see the Hellstorm used on the very next hardpoint, and with these Scorchings, that allows Optic to rotate a little bit later because they could compensate by use of those Scorchings. But I'd love for him to just wait on that Lightning Strike, just save it until you very much need it. But could use the Hellstorm on the next one, as I just said. But he's just hanging out near the back alley. Scumpy's doing work inside the hardpoint. Let's switch to him now. But you also got Big Timer. He's going to push the blue, and I think they're going to use the Hellstorm missile. He's calling it in right now.
Yeah, I like that play out of Optic. You know, I like the idea of saving the Lightning Strike for the white wall and the garage hill to break those, because now they can take almost a full time right here in the middle, which would put them up near 200 points. And then, I mean, you could even go for the whole win and try and take the full bottom, but then the bottom doesn't become such a necessity.
Let's take a look at the new guy here, Jacob, as Optic Gaming. They have over a 100-point lead right now. It's going to be Unite taking over in the hardpoint, but their struggles continue, man. They dropped Embos to get stronger in hardpoint, but it still looks like they're just as weak. They're still very weak.
You know, I don't think they're exactly weak at hardpoint. You know, they just need to get on the same page together and work on just they need to really talk about all the different situational plays to make, which I think Optic, I mean, they replaced an anchor, which is a lot easier to do than replace a guy who plays mostly objective. And, you know, they're just on a roll.
Yeah, with 10 seconds remaining, you already see Optic. They're going to fight for the anchor position. It's going to be up to Ricky. And you see Nameless trying to help him out, but a big knife coming in from Scumpy right there. 5 kill spree. Could get some score sheets by getting these capture points. I think he's got to be pretty darn close. If not, got them right there. Now he's fully streaked out. Sentry gun and everything, as it's not looking too good for Unite Gaming. They're down by over 120 points. As soon as Scumpy gets taken out over here, I want to pop up our score. We see him 20 and 10. Nate shot 19 and 9. J-Cap doesn't even need to do anything because his teammates are just doing work in his slang department. On the other side of things, you see Ricky, he's on top. Kill is struggling. Parasite struggling. Nameless struggling.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at all the defense for Optic, they're just doing a great job of just winning gun battles in the hill. And, you know, they're acquiring tons of streaks, and right now it's going to be extremely difficult for Unite to come back, especially with all these streaks for the next 2 hills.
And once again, they could rotate as late as they want, but I assume they want to at least want Scumpy to rotate early because he's got his sentry gun to put down, but he's not done just yet, doing some major work inside the hardpoint. Could throw down the sentry gun right here next to the blue van. That's exactly what he's going to do. So even more troubles for Unite Gaming coming ahead of them, but you see they're trying to push through the garage side O map, trying to fight for the anchor spot. Scumpy actually just looked at someone over here in the red van. Doesn't even matter. Late reaction, picks up the kill on the Nameless. Now he's going to be just roaming around near the garage side of the map, helping out Big Timer, who's currently on the anchor spot, where you got J-Cap, he's holding blue.
Yeah, and Scump's one of the most fun players to watch, you know. He's so aggressive, his shot is so good, and I mean, he just makes crazy plays that you see
J-Cap
like,
left the game.
Uh-oh.
J-Cap left the game, but Optic, they still have a 100-point lead. I wonder when he's going to join back. I'm not sure what happened there, but he didn't get timed out. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he just flat out left the game. Sentry gun was dealt with for Unite Gaming, but this is a perfect situation for them right now. Lane strike getting called by Scump is going to be able to clear out the players. Yes, kill gets taken on. He was close to some score streaks, but they still have the spawns in their favor. Nameless inside the hardpoint now doing some work, and that gap off these 2 hardpoints, the deficit in the squirt, you're going to see it close pretty quickly.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see. I believe Scump also still has a Hellstorm left, so it'll be interesting to see when he uses that.
I would save it.
I would save it personally. I agree with you towards the middle hill and the bottom hill. Hopefully J-Cap can get back into the game soon.
Yeah, so Scumpy is the only player right now for Optic with streaks. See some guys off the rotation there. Doesn't find one in the back alley, and this is probably the best hardpoint for Optic to play 3v4. But he's going to use the Hellstorm missile right here. Takes out the player in the back. There goes Killa, but you know, since he was using the Hellstorm, couldn't do much with his playing body as he gets taken outside the hardpoint. Only a 60-point lead.
Right, and it's super important that Optic doesn't give up streaks here. You know,
yeah.
they need the time. You know, being down man and hardpoint, it's extremely difficult. But at the same time, they can't give up streaks, which it looks like Nameless has now. So it looks like he probably picked up full streaks right there with a sentry. So it'll be extremely difficult for Optic to hold on to this lead.
Yeah, unfortunately, not sure what happened on J-Cap's end. Parasite, no streaks. Kill, no streaks. Ricky, no streaks. But Nameless, he still got stuff to work with. I believe he's working for a sentry gun here as he makes his way to the middle hardpoint. But Optic, they still have a lead with 2 minutes remaining. That's 120 total seconds in game time. So still anybody's game here. But Optic Gaming, they're trying to get the scrap time, which is actually big at this moment because it's a 3-on-4 situation. Optic, they just need a couple seconds to try to close this one out. Nate shot, he's inside the hard point. I believe Scump still has a Hellstorm.
Yeah, and it'll be extremely important for Optic
to... Oh, no, he used it. I forgot.
No, he used it. It'll be important for Optic to at least contest or get some kind of time here, you know. If they can just contest for 10-15 seconds, that'll be a huge play here. And Scump with a huge 2-piece gets some time. This is where Optic really has to flood, and they can really just try and hold on to this lead.
I think that's exactly why they're just bringing out some smoke grenades. They're just trying to smoke up the hill, get inside, and lay down. But right now, it's all Unite Gaming. They're able to pick up the kills. 30 seconds remaining in the middle. Hardpoint around 75 total left in the game. Scump doing some major work here. Can't dodge that Hellstorm missile. It's going to be Big Timer picking up the slack here. As now there's 60 seconds remaining. Once again, it's still anybody's game, but Optic Gaming, they're getting closer and closer to winning. Unite, they're getting closer and closer to closing the gap.
You know, that was a huge play right there. They contested maybe 15-20 seconds to this hard point. Now it looks like they're going to try and take this last 10 seconds, and it's coming down close right now.
Yeah, this is some huge scrap time, but now it's all about the next one. It's going to be Nameless inside along with his teammate Parasite. Can they hold on? Can they climb into the game? 40 seconds remaining. Currently a 25-point game. Nameless, Romy Slayer is able to find one there, and that's going to be Parasite. Has to defend himself. You see Optic Gaming. They're going to be pushing through the blue side of the map. Scump currently on a 2-kill spree. And imagine Nadeshot saved his lightning strike for this very moment. Could clear Unite completely off the hard point, but here they come. Scump, he gets taken out. It's going to be a big timer inside the hard point with Nadeshot. I think that's going to do it right there. They only need 4-3. I think it's over. Optic Gaming, they broke the setup from Unite Gaming 3v4. They're going to hold on and take the first map.
That was a huge play from Optic. I mean, Unite Gaming stacked all 4 guys on the hard point, and instead of just Optic panicking and pushing one by one, they got all 3 of their guys together, and they made one really strong push. Big T took guys out with his AN from range, and then Scump and Nade just pushed in with subs, and that was just huge plays out of both of them.
No score chase needed from Optic Gaming. 3v4 doesn't matter. They hold on till the very end here, closing it out 250 to around 217. There's a scoreboard one more time. 46-25 from Scump. Holy crap.
Yeah, Scump just went off that game, man.
Okay. All right, Scump.
Okay. Maybe I was right. Maybe I was right.
Play as much Minecraft as you want. Keep dropping numbers like that. Everyone's going to be impressed. But Optic Gaming show up on the first map despite losing JCap early on in the game. Their lead was just too much for Unite to handle. So Slum's hard point goes to them. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's see how Optic does in Search and Destroy.